Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, just had lunch / dinner because it's probably going to be late by the time I get back to Dublin, so I decided to stop and have something to eat. So, the Long Valley Bar, okay, stuck my head in there. It's on a place called Winthrop Street, in the middle of Cork City. And you know the way I don't recommend places unless I've been to them. Oh man, there you go. Watch to the end. I'll show you what we had. Well, I'll tell you what we had. Pretty straightforward, but I'll show you how good it was if you watch to the end. So, I had what you can only have is Irish stew. I can't remember the last time I had Irish stew. I genuinely cannot remember the last time I had an Irish stew. And it was absolutely delicious. So, price-wise, what are we looking at? So, Irish stew, pint of course, $21.50, which sadly, by Irish standards, that's actually not bad. Have a little wander down here. As I said, you're looking at Cork the same way I am, through fresh eyes. I haven't, as I said, really been down here, and certainly not to look at it the way I'm looking at it now. But yeah, so that's a cracking little spot. The Long Valley Bar. Food is really good, staff are lovely. There's another little spot here. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, look, it's pretty much the same, pretty much anywhere you go. 15 quid for a pizza. Ooh, free food Fridays this week from 6 p.m. Pint of Murphy's and mussels. If it wasn't for the Murphys, that'd be a bit of me. I love mussels, just not so keen on the Murphys now, to be honest with you. Probably the only Irishman who doesn't like stout. There's some cute little artisan spots around here. This is Winthrop Avenue. This is the back of where I've just been, the bar I've just been to. Oh, Brown Thomas, of course. Oh, we'll have a little wander down here. Like as I said, I'm wandering around here the same way most people do when they come to a new town or a new city. And Cork just keeps on throwing surprises out of me, it really does. This is a cute little spot. Let's see what we have here. Well, my advice, if you're in Cork, come in off the main streets. There's some cracking little restaurants off the side streets. So, I suppose, a bit like Dublin, take a wander off the main street and see what you can find. Because it really is surprising me. Cork City really is, I have to say, knocking me for six, because, like I said, I don't know what I was expecting, but this isn't it. I genuinely think there's a lot more little restaurants and bars. Come on, we'll head this way. Little restaurants and bars that would belong in any sort of cosmopolitan city. So let's go and see. We have a Savoy, I'm assuming an old cinema. If it's not like Dublin, they've converted most of them into something other than what they were. It's not something people do anymore, really. The cinema, it's not as popular as it used to be. I used to have to say I used to love going to the cinema when I was younger. Still do, I would be a reasonably regular cinema goer. If there's something worth watching, I'll definitely head to it. Now, Brown Thomas, if you are in Cork and you're looking for, of course, I keep forgetting that a lot of the people that are watching this channel wouldn't be familiar with Dublin, Ireland, or any of the countries that I visit. So, Brown Thomas is kind of like the, I suppose, the Harrods of Dublin, or the Harrods of Cork, as the case may be, because there's one in Cork and there's one in Dublin. But they're extremely expensive shops, and if you're looking for your, I suppose, your Louis Vuitton and all of that sort of stuff, that's where you head to. And as like I say, there's one in Dublin and one in Cork, and there's also this flannels. Have anyone else experienced flannels? It's the cheapest name I've ever heard. You know, flannel, associated with sort of flannel clothing and cheap and cheerful. Yeah, it's not. Probably more expensive than Brown Thomas, to be honest with you. Up there with Harrods, ridiculously expensive stuff in it. Anyway, I'm blithering as I wander around Okay, so subscription wise, thank you so much to all my new subscribers. I've picked up a lot of new subscribers recently, and we tipped, or should I say I tipped, I don't know why I say we. It's one of those things, isn't it? People often say we even they mean I. The 2000 when I was away in Tenerife. So we're now literally just over now 2060 or thereabouts in the last week. So channel is growing nicely, and let's have a little wander. Okay, let's cross here. Cork has the river, is built on the River Lee, or Cork City is. Let's have a little wander. I suppose it's kind of strange. We started off our journey this morning in Dublin on the Liffey, and now we're heading over St. Patrick's Bridge and hoping not to get knocked down on the River Lee. Which is equally as big as the River Liffey. So if you're visiting Ireland, I would definitely recommend a visit to Cork. Also, Galway would be another place I'd put on my hit list. Belfast is another place I'd put on my hit list. Kilkenny, without a question, would be on my hit list of places to visit if you come to Ireland. Most people come to Dublin, and personally, I think it's probably the worst of all the cities to come and visit. I'm not saying it's not a true representation of Ireland, because obviously it is, because it's Dublin, it's the capital. But to me, there's a lot more to Ireland than Dublin City. You know, everyone hits Dublin City, they go to Temple Bar, do all the usual stuff there. And that's kind of it, that's the sum total of it, and they don't tend not to go any further than that. But they're missing out on this. I mean, Cork is a cracking little spot. Like, everywhere I look, I'm seeing more restaurants, more bars, and more things that I want to see. And you know what, I'm actually sorry now I decided to do this in one day. I actually probably should have stayed over. Moxie Hotel across the way, they're quite a reasonable chain. A lot of them have taken over from Jury's and Leonardo. I think it's Leonardo, it's the other crowd that have taken over some of the old Jury's hotels. Like, this really is beautiful. So, I think I'll finish this one here. Now, the stew, Irish stew, gonna pop it in now at the end. Was it worth it? It was delicious. And it's simple. Like a lot of food that I eat whenever I travel, a lot of the time traditional food is quite good, because it's simple. It's simple, and if it's cooked well, and that's it. It doesn't need to be complicated. Food doesn't need to be complicated. And in my case, I suppose a lot of time food evokes, like most people, evokes memories of when you were kids or whatever. There's some sort of attachment to food. So I'm gonna pop it in now, let you see it. Did I enjoy it? Absolutely. Would I recommend? Yeah. You can't go wrong. Simple food, served well. Okay, I'm gonna pop the food in now. I hope you enjoyed what you're seeing so far. So I'm just crossing the road. So hit the like, subscribe, bell for notification, and I'll talk to you all soon.